Good evening, my name is Kevin Arango, and today I would like to present to you guys living life with purpose. The reason I chose this presentation on this topic is because I've been in the state of mind where I feel like life was meaningless and I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I just didn't see a point in living. But that was probably the worst state of mind I've ever been in, and I'm a huge advocate for a healthy life and a well-satisfying life. So I decided to do my presentation on this. I want to start off with a quick YouTube video.
Next year, the pressure of college will be too much. I'll try some oxy too.
Just waiting for this ad.
Know the truth. What do you want? Like, what do you really want in life? I know it sounds like a silly question, but it's one of the most important questions you should ask yourself. It truly is. Because if you don't know what you want in life, then how are you going to get it? It's like wanting to travel somewhere, having a car and your passport ready, but having no destination. What's going to happen is that you won't go anywhere, or worse, you'll find yourself driving around without any destination. The Buddhists say that life is suffering, and that might be the case. For our travel analogy, that means that the car you're driving is extremely hot and uncomfortable. And you might say, if that's the case, then why bother with it? And people really do ask that question, and they ask it in a way that results in their own destruction and even worse, in the destruction of others. There are individuals who become particularly cruel and bitter, and sometimes even suicidal, because they can't bear the conditions of their own existence. We can certainly make a proposition that life is full of tragedy and that suffering is real.
So the question is, what do you do about it?
So the proposition is that life is full of suffering, and full of tragedy. So what do you do about it? First, you ask yourself, what do you want? Do you want love? Do you want money? Do you want fame? Have you found your passion? Is it sports maybe? Do you want to be the best athlete in your sport? Do you want to have the best family? You probably didn't grow up in a good family. Maybe that's part of your purpose and meaning, that you want a good family. Maybe you're the guy over there that doesn't know. He's just confused and lost in the world and feels like life is probably meaningless just because he doesn't have a plan or a purpose. But he doesn't seek it. He hasn't went seeking for his purpose, and he is confused and lost. So identifying your little purpose. Well, first you gotta understand that life doesn't happen to you, but it happens for you. And it's easy to identify if you live with purpose already or you don't, kind of just based on your emotions, your mood, your attitude, perspective on life. But a quick, good question is, what are your first thoughts when you wake up? Are you thankful or are you dreadful? If you wake up thankful, maybe you're on that path to seeking purpose. Maybe you have already found your purpose. If you wake up dreadful, then you're going the wrong way. You're already blaming others. You're already in that negative state of mind, that pessimistic mindset where it's like, I hate life. Life is just throwing stuff at me. But you gotta change that mindset. You gotta change that mindset so you can seek purpose into your life. So do your thoughts have purpose? Do your words have purpose? Do your actions have purpose? Because your words, your thoughts, and your actions speak a lot of volume of who you are. They kind of identify us as human beings. So why is purpose so significant? Well, a life without purpose is easy for one to become depressed, emotionless, numb, weak-minded, and it can lead to blaming and a hateful attitude. And it's just not what you should want to your life and to your surroundings and to your loved ones. So purpose is a personal benefit with unlimited benefits. Australian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl states in his 1947 book, Man's Search for Meaning, "Woe to him who saw no more sense in his life, no aim, no purpose, and therefore no point in carrying on. He was soon lost." In this quote, he is explaining about the Holocaust. He was a Holocaust survivor, and in fact, he contributes his survival, him surviving the Holocaust, by his effort to finding meaning through his suffering. And in this quote, he's stating that if you have no purpose, you will not make it out of a harsh suffering. So he dedicates his whole book to finding meaning to your sufferings. I want to follow that up with my scholarly peer-reviewed article that I found, Mary Aim, in 2017. It was published, Adolescents Finding Purpose. It states that although purpose is a personal pursuit, it aspires to contribute beyond self-benefit. So, like it says right here, with purpose comes positivity, confidence, optimism, motivation, and belief, and that's kind of what Hang was trying to get to in her article, Adolescents with Purpose, and she tries to say that there's more than just benefit, because you positively impact your surroundings and those around you, and that's part of purpose, giving to those around you, and I'll get to that more here later on in the presentation. So you might ask, how do you find purpose? How do you find your purpose? Well, I got these steps by psychologist and consultant Tchiki Davis from her book Outsmart Your Smartphone: Conscious Tech Habits for Finding Happiness, Balance, and Connection. Her book was actually published 2019, and her 5 steps are: number 1, find out what drives you. Find out what gives you that fight. Maybe it might be a powerful pain. It says in her book, she states that powerful purpose can come from powerful pain. You grew up with no parents and no love from your parents. Maybe your parents were drug addicts. Maybe you grew up to lead a life with no drugs. Maybe you try to consult those that are addicted, or you grow up to have a great family. That's your long-term goal. Find out what energizes you, what keeps you up, what keeps you happy, what keeps you satisfied. Number 3, find out what you are willing to sacrifice. If you really love something and you're willing to sacrifice it, you should put more time into it, more effort into it. Get that spiritual freedom, that freedom to achieve what you want by sacrificing what you don't want and pursuing what you do. Number 4, find out who you want to help. This is a part of purpose, having a plan in your life, waking up, being thankful because you're able to act on your plans. So find out who you want to help. And number 5, find out how you want to help. And if you can develop these 5 steps, you're on the right path to finding your purpose. And maybe if you can accomplish all 5, you will find your purpose. So what exactly is a life with purpose? Well, with purpose, you can be engaged in life. What kind of does that mean? Well, you're able to give your fullest attention and your best effort to each present moment. That leads to expansion and growth. Leads you to many things that you love to do, and it leads you to understand kind of what your purpose is and kind of get around your meaning of life. Life becomes timeless. There's just no limits on it. You're on that flow. You're in that present moment, and you're giving it your all to that present moment because you act with purpose. Your thoughts have purpose. Your words have purpose, which leads to your actions having purpose, and you having purpose in that present moment and every day consistently having purpose is how you add meaning to your life and how you should lead your life for the best possible life you can live. So you're driven by faith when you're purpose. You're constantly growing and you seek the best out of situations. You're thankful and you're giving. So to finish this presentation, I want to give you guys 2 quotes that I believe are very, very impactful, and I want you guys to take these 2 quotes out of this presentation for the rest of your life. So the first quote here is by Friedrich Nietzsche. He's actually a German philosopher that was one of the most influential modern thinkers in the 19th century. He states, "He who has a why to live for can bear almost anyhow." Basically, if your purpose is meaningful and your why is strong enough, nothing will stop you. And this quote actually comes from Man's Search for Meaning. I go back, Viktor Frankl, he survived the Holocaust. If you don't know what the Holocaust is, it's one of the most harsh conditions that humans have went through in human history. And the suffering was extreme suffering, and he dedicates his survival of him finding purpose and finding meaning to his suffering. So the last quote I'm going to leave you guys with is by one of my favorite influential speakers. And if you're down, you're lost, and you're depressed, and you feel like life is just attacking you and that there's no purpose and life has no meaning, I want you guys to listen to this guy. This quote I actually found it by a YouTube video. His name is Tony Robbins. You can watch him on Netflix, wherever. He's an amazing guy, great guy. He's helped millions of souls to just spark their inner passions and lead life with purpose. So he says 2 things that can make you feel alive. That's growing and giving. So I challenge you to live a life of never-ending find a way to improve yourself and give to others. And I hope that with this presentation, I was able to encourage you guys to grow, give, and lead a life with purpose. Thank you.